After this video is over, be sure and read the rubric very carefully. All of the details and requirements of your assignment are listed there. This video is just to give you a high-level concept of what your assignment is going to look like, to try and familiarize you with what we're asking for. For this assignment, you're going to create your own JSON file from scratch. Then you're going to use that file to populate a simple object browser application. I have a small example here with our lecture code. Behind it, you can see the JSON data, where we have a first name, last name, and a list of shirt sizes. In lecture, we took all of this and we transformed it into employee objects and then printed it out to the console. Here is that information displayed in the simple UI. I have name, number of shirts ordered, sizes of shirts ordered. This is all of the information that I can glean from this JSON data, something that might be relevant when I would need to loop through these employees and see who ordered what and place an order from a warehouse or something like that. Now, the functionality of this application is two buttons down here at the bottom, a previous and a next. If I hit next, you can see it goes to the next object in line, which is Anna Cunningham. Has the number of shirts she ordered and all of the sizes that correlate with Anna. If I keep hitting next, it will loop through each first level object in my JSON data file. When I get to the end, which is Kelly Morris, he's the last one here, he or she. If I hit next again, it loops around to the beginning, back to Diana Carr. If I hit previous when I'm on the first one, it goes all the way back to the end, so it doesn't break. I can loop through as much as I want. It's displaying all of the information of my JSON data here, and it's all backed or contained within these employee objects. Some things to keep in mind for this assignment. Your JSON file is going to be much larger than mine. You're going to have more objects, and each object is going to have more properties. Read the rubric to find out what the requirements are. The JSON data in your file needs to make sense conceptually and describe a concrete concept. And what that means is I don't want your JSON file to have random utterances of Cthulhu in there. It needs to be something concrete. Vehicles, airplanes, people, addresses, ideas, something like that. Something that is relatable to reality in some way. Parse the JSON file one time only. Your information should then be stored in custom model objects for use later on when we're going to display it in the UI. Parsing the JSON file more than once shows that you don't really get what's going on here, and it's extremely subpar performance-wise. Make your model objects useful. All of the properties of the JSON objects should be backed by properties in your custom model objects. You should use computed properties to put things like first and last name together to form full name for easier access. We also took the number of shirts was calculated by just checking the size of the sizes array. Things like that. Make your objects useful because you're the one that's going to be using them. That includes things like making the initializer take in all or most of the data that you need to instantiate a new object. That way all of the work is done for you right there at creation. We went through a lot of this stuff in lecture, and I'm looking for the same sort of thing in your code. Test your application before you turn it in. Go through the rubric and make sure that you have all of the good points and none of the bad points. You should be able to grade your own project based on the rubric before you turn it in. If you turn something in that you haven't tested, it's rolling the dice really. So don't do that. Test it, make sure that it's working properly. If you have questions about any sort of behavior or functionality, ask a teacher, ask a lab instructor, get it right before you turn it in. And last, don't forget to complete the research activity. Read all of the book chapters, read all of the web articles, watch all of the videos and code along with them. We're expecting that you have done that. This class moves at a very fast pace. If you don't complete all of the research activities, you will fall behind and you won't be prepared at some point. Later lectures, videos, assignments, and certainly tests are going to assume that you have completed all of the research activities. The information that you need to succeed in this class, in this program, and in this industry is all right there. We've cut out all of the fluff and put in only exactly what you need to know right now. So don't ignore them. Remember, if you have questions, you can reach out to your lab instructor or course director for any sort of clarification you might need. If you haven't done it yet, make sure that you go read the course information document and the Getting Help document. Those are very important to understand moving forward. Good luck.